What's up, everyone? Kriddle here, and I want to talk about Dungeons 4. So I absolutely love these games. I've been playing it since the Dungeon Keeper 1, I don't know, however many years ago. And I adore these games. I think they're so much fun. And now with Dungeon Keeper or Dungeons 3, I know they made it co-op. I'm not sure if the original 2 were co-op or not, but I know that 3 is, and then 4 is also going to be co-op, which just makes it a lot better. But if you don't know about Dungeons, it is basically a game where you get to play as the bad guy. So you are controlling the horde of minions that you're trying to create, and you are going up to the surface realm and trying to take over the good guys, or trying to, fight off the good guys. Meanwhile, the good guys are trying to come down into your dungeon and go through it and trying to go to the heart of your dungeon and destroy it. So in Dungeons, you start off underneath the ground and you have to build your base up. So you just have usually the heart in the center, and then you can use your minions. They're called snots, and they are able to go out and gather up gold. And then from that gold, you're able to dig out different areas, and you create rooms. And within those rooms, you can create things like a training room or a graveyard for your undead minions, or a gobbler farm so that you can feed your minions, things like that. And then you eventually get to the point where you're making vortex rooms that allow you to get mana, and you can cast some spells, like devastating spells on the good guys, and that kind of thing. But the thing that really makes Dungeons, in my opinion, so much fun is the commentary and the dialogue that they have in it. So your characters that you're playing with are constantly chatting or whatever. There's a narrator that's talking about what's going on and kind of telling the story. And then you have the other characters. In this case, with Dungeons 4, you are playing the sister of so there's a sister and a stepbrother or whatever. The stepbrother is the good guy, and you were playing as the sister, not really playing as her, but she's like the queen of the evil people. And you took out Thanos, not to be confused with Thanos, but Thanos was your father of the two kids, and you took him out in the previous game, Dungeons 3, and you stole his glove, very much like Marvel, like a Marvel movie or whatever. And they put a lot of puns in there and a lot of just funny commentary about using those kind of things. They also in this game talked about Ned Stark, which is Ned Stark from Game of Thrones, and they kind of made comments on that. But it's just really funny how they talk about taking over the world and how they're trying to stop each other and all that. But then the gameplay comes down to what I was saying is you can build up a base underneath the ground, and in that base they're going to constantly have the good guys or the heroes that are going to come in and try to stop you from doing that. But then you build up your minions and you go to the overworld, and you have to go through the overworld and just do whatever objective it is. It could be taking control of a specific area. It could be rescuing some minions, those kind of things. And it's just a fun game to go through. It technically is rated teen. There are some choice words in it throughout here and there, but I think it's a great game for almost all ages, as long as you're okay with some of those bad words here and there. So I would highly, highly recommend it, especially if you just want to have something that doesn't take itself too seriously. Just a lot of fun. Each level or each mission takes anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour, usually pushing closer to that hour side. I think most of my missions are somewhere between 45 minutes to an hour. They very rarely go over that unless I'm just doing something very slowly. But if I try to do it quickly, I can usually get it done in about 30 minutes. So that gives you kind of a time frame. I believe the demo that I played had 5 total missions in it. The end game is probably going to have anywhere from 20 to 30, I'm guessing. I think the previous game, Dungeon 3, had like 30, and I played that co-op with a friend of mine and had an absolute blast. We were just goofing off the whole time. One of the cool things about co-op is you can have one person doing the underground and then another person doing all the overworld conquering kind of stuff, or you can both kind of take part in both of those things. You do share resources, so all the gold and things like that you get, you will share with your friends, so you might want to communicate a little bit on that. But you could say, hey, I'm going to build up, this section of the dungeon. I want to do all the traps, and I want to, make all the minions. And then the other person might say, okay, I'm going to do all of the spell rooms and build the gobbler farm for food and try to get a bunch of money, or however you want to divvy it up, or you can just kind of free for all it and just have fun. Anyway, that's my thoughts on Dungeon 4. I do highly recommend it. I think it's a fantastic game. and hopefully you'll like it too. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.